bluffgawd. BLUFF_GAWD. Look him up. One of Kanye's close friends.
All right, guys, apparently, well, not apparently, Kanye dropped a meme coin. You know, I personally made $1 million on it. I hope y'all did as well. Spencer Cornelia is saying it's a scam. You know what I mean? Everything's a fucking scam to these guys. Let's get into it.
All right, folks, Kanye West is back. He's in the news again for a crypto scam that might have made a few people $74 million. Let's check it out. So a couple months ago, in February 8th, 2025, Kanye West posted this to his Twitter. I was proposed $2 million to scam my community. You've probably heard of these before if you're on social media quite a bit, that these celebrities get offered these crazy deals to then scam their community.
Well, when did he post this? February 8th. Okay.
I'm not going to ruin the rest of the video, but he might have taken the money. So he posted that you can get paid $750,000 up front.
But I thought that at this point, back in February, I think they already did do like a Kanye meme coin back then too.
1.25 million paid to you.
It might not have involved him for that one, but I'm pretty sure there was this isn't the first Kanye or Ye meme coin, you know?
16 hours after your post on X. Now, why would they incentivize someone to post or to get paid more after 16 hours? Well, that's because the people who are creating this project are going to sell their bags within the 16 hours. So here's the $2 million that Ye claims to have been offered. So it gives you an idea of what the market is for this type of scam. 4-second video of Kanye West talking to his fans.
But dude, he kind of gave him he kind of gave people the play right there. Don't buy it after or close to the 16 hours, you know?
Official Yeezy token just dropped.
You got 16 hours to get your money.
I don't think that could be any more scripted. Kanye looks so out of it right here, almost like he's lost it.
Like he's being held hostage. Like there's a guy with a shotgun on the other end of the phone.
It has that sense of, I am so in debt. I need money so desperately that I am willing to come out with my own cryptocurrency. It's really sad to see.
But that's what's weird. Like, who would he be in debt to and for what, you know?
From afar. A tweet from the other day shows an image of the data, the profit and losses of all the people who participated. Kanye West Yeezy token collapsed over 80% after launch. If you know how these things go, of course this is what happened. But what was most surprising was 51,000 traders involved. I'm not surprised that there was money that got lost and that a celebrity did this. None of that surprises me. But $74 million in losses.
Because I feel like there's so many Kanye fans out there that like, who would just follow him to the ends of the earth no matter what he does. And I don't fault those people, I guess, but like, I don't know, man. Meme coins are fucked up, dude. Like,
means that had to have been the trading volume or, you know, a significant amount of money coming into the system.
Like earlier this year, I put a little bit of money into that crypto shit, and like I made like a good amount of money on one coin. And then it started going down and I sold off little by little, and it like now I look at the coin and it's like, you know, 1% of what it was, you know. And I even tried the more risky stuff like pump fun and just lost, you know, I didn't lose a ton of money, you know what I mean, but I didn't make any money, you know what I mean. It's not something where like you know, you can just dive in and make a ton of money, you know. It really is like a lot of like abuse of insider trading, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I watched some videos on it, and I might watch a few more, like where people who are into it making money, like how they do it, because it is like kind of interesting how they like break it all down. But yeah, it's not something for like if you didn't get into it years ago, like it's not happening now, dude.
1,000 traders as well. But what had me most interested was I assumed that, and by the way, this is the first time I've seen numbers on one of these scam little meme coins. 51,000 traders. I was shocked at how many people participated. And what's cool about this chart is it shows how many people lost over $100,000. So I know a lot of you will point out and you'll comment, oh my God, there must be idiots who participate in this. Why in the world would you spend your last $100? As if the only people participating were the lottery dreamers, the people that put in, you know, $10 or $100. And instead of going to the movies with their girlfriend, they put it in the Yeezy token trying to get rich. But surprisingly, there were 108 people that lost over $100,000.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking crazy.
Now, by the way, we'll go over this in a minute. I'll show you the decks. And I do want to point out, though, that the people who are losing more than 100K, this isn't their final 100K. These are degens to the max, people that have probably made tens of millions of dollars in
11 people put in more than $1 million.
Bitcoin, and they're just trying to snipe. So it's not like they're huge victims here. This is just a fraction of their wealth. That's why they're trading with so much. But it makes for an interesting story at the very least. But look at how many people lost over $1 million. 3 people. A total collective over $5 million.
Crazy.
It's a lot of money. I've never been offered an inside job like this. I'm not saying I'd do it. Given my platform on YouTube, I think it would be really bad of me to do it. But I mean, if you could join a project and get inside info where you can get a bag full and you have people that are willing to invest $1 million, try and trade $1 million, and you collectively make $5 million off 3 people, that's insane. Almost 52,000 people lost a collective $75 million. This is real money that is lost. Another aspect that I find really interesting about this project is that this news came out that the Hayden Davis, the same person who pump and dump Libra, if you guys remember, that was tied with, I think, the Argentinian president, which was a really bad look for the crypto community at the time when it got released, made $12 million on Kanye West's Yeezy meme coin. He likely was an insider. I don't really know the story with this guy.
I mean, with a lot of this stuff, like if people are in it, you know what I mean? You kind of don't have to be an insider. You can just pick up on little things that are going on basically on Twitter, and you'll kind of know what to put money into and for how long, which usually isn't for long at all. You know what I mean?
I follow that Libra story a little bit.
Less than an hour.
But it seems like he has access to these inside info on these projects. And to make $12 million sniping a project overnight either means you're one of the world-class traders, which could be the case, or you got inside information and you are the
probably got some inside information, not gonna lie.
first investor to put money in. He probably put in 100 grand and turned it to 12 million. I know some of you guys are degens out there. I'm coming out with a new slogan. If I was running Coinbase, be a degen today, but you're gonna be a degen that
We're going to $1 billion,
My favorite is this guy. Hold on. My favorite is this guy.
Of course, dude. Of course they're bragging about rugging, dude.
Right here, looks like he's jerking off in one hand and phone in the other, which I just imagine a lot of these like crypto bros, that's what they're doing when they figure out, they look at the chart and it's they're pumping the coin is pumping 74 million, and
they're pumping too, bro.
Have automatic sell orders. So this looks like a frat bro community that turned crypto bro. All of them got their laptops out. Let's continue.
They're all like fucking millionaires, dude. We made 160K in the first 10 minutes. Still haven't sold, just under $300.
Best to insane, bro. So this is the same guy posting. We made 160K in first 10 minutes. Still haven't sold, just under $300. 160 grand in first 10 minutes. Holy smokes. So what was also interesting is when they post this community, I think what happens is that you have these like insider dudes who are connected, and then they have these communities. I don't think they're paid. I think it's people that
Some are
given inside track to being the first purchasers. I think this is how the Libra token guy Hayden Davis does it. Is you have all these like degen kids that all get together, and they know which projects are about to go on Solana or one of
exactly, bro.
these blockchain or one of these exchanges or whatever. And all it takes is a big tweet from a big celebrity. 2 more launches coming in the next 4 weeks. Yeah, I think these guys are part of a community that are behind a lot of these celebrity tokens. I found his Instagram, and the next day he showed a chart with a God tier green candle. At this point, the game is rigged. This is probably another token that he had some type of like rug pull insider information. And there's Mikey Shelton posting what looks to be an Instagram
Very cool
story with Kanye West. So I think it solidifies that he was one of the insiders. Kanye West Yeezy token soars to $3 billion, then crashes as insiders dump. Here's the proof. As if you needed proof.
Yeah, like as if you need proof, bro.
This is just what happens. Yeezy token hits 3 billion in 40 minutes on Solana before falling back to under a billion. And in case y'all don't know how this works, I found a chart. This was just a tweet irrelevant to the Kanye West token. But what happens is all the insiders down here, they have their bags full. So they have 1,000.
And it's crazy because it goes up, and then it drops like exactly to where it was when it started, bro.
Tokens, 10,000 tokens, however many. And then when the project gets released, they're able, all them and their community and their friends, the insiders, they're able to buy all the bags down here when it's a 1.69 million market cap. Each token might be 50 cents or whatever. And then it keeps going up and up and up because you don't have sellers yet. Right when you post the tweet, all you have is buyers coming in because obviously they need to buy first before they can then sell it minutes, hours, weeks later. And so the price just goes to the moon. That's why you get this vertical upward movement. Everyone who's jumping in is trying to do the same thing. Everyone in this game is a scammer, by the way. Everyone's just trying to buy and then within a very short amount of time dump on the next person. They only get mad when they realize that they're the one getting dumped on. But anyway, you get the vertical line up and then all the...
And also the thing is, they're never going to get dumped on because they put in so much fucking money, dude. Like the sales compared to their buys aren't like that significant, you know what I mean?
Insiders who have their bags full and they made 160 grand like that other post in 10 minutes. Then once they realize like, oh shoot, my bag is worth 100 grand, 200 grand, $1 million, then they start selling. Well, it's nice when people are still coming in, when people are seeing the Kanye West tweet. He probably did an official tweet on his official Instagram, and all those people start coming in. These are now the exit liquidity. And so I created a chart for you all right here. So this is kind of how it works. Like the project creators, there's an inside circle, and then there's skilled snipers, and then you have the first round of exit liquidity. And so the exit liquidity, the first group of retails coming in, they're the exit liquidity for the project creators, and then each round of new liquidity that comes in, liquidity, I mean buy orders, they're buying it at a higher price. They're essentially all the exit liquidity because in order for them to buy, someone has to be selling. And so all these people are selling, they have their bags full, they made $1 million, they're now selling $1 million worth of their tokens. And then this final group, I tried to represent it as best I can. This is very simplistic, by the way, but they're essentially exit liquidity for everyone. It's not exactly how it works, but I made the chart to show you that they're the final exit liquidity. And so when you see that chart, the sell orders, there's just way too much sell pressure because all the early people now have millions, and in order to have an equal market for someone to sell $1 million worth of their token, they then need $1 million worth of money coming in of new buyers. Well, what happens when you have like 10 kids? Like there's the Instagram post, wherever it is, all the kids sitting around in the room, all those 10 kids probably had like $1 million worth. And so all of them are then trying to sell. If you look at the chart, they're probably the ones looking.
Right. That's funny. Like 5 of them in the room and like one of them gets shit on and loses all his fucking money
to sell. They were the ones, the 11 people who actually made money. But at some point, there's not $11 million coming into the system. That money has already been sold. And so then you get super downward pressure where you're then in like price discovery on the downward swing. And then people who are already in are go, oh shoot, I just bought. And then I look at the chart and it's down 20%. So then they
great breakdown, bud.
Look to sell because they realize they made a mistake, and it just becomes endless selling pressure until it goes to zero. And then this news story follows the playbook perfectly. Kanye West X update claims Instagram was hacked following Memecoin launch. Oh yeah, my Instagram was hacked.
Yeah, of course, bro. Trust him.
I'm sure it was, even though you can see these two together. We all know that isn't true. I hate when they do this. Kanye probably got paid a bag. Oh yeah, here's the tweet. My Instagram has been hacked and it's following a fake coin. The official project is this one. It's so dumb.
Yeah,
I'm so annoyed when celebrities do this. Like, bro, you made so much money. Why do you need to get into crypto with these meme coins and just scam your fans? Here's the chart now. What's funny is it's actually trading at 54 cents. It seems to have calmed down, and there's actually...
I mean, dude, Life of Pablo is a fucking scam, dude. You know what I mean? Life of Pablo, some of that Yeezy merch. It's all a fucking scam, dude.
There's still buying orders. But what I love when looking at charts like this is, so this is a wick. For those that don't know, this wick up means that there was some orders being filled. All the volume's down here, but an order was filled at about $3.17. If you look on the right side of the screen, almost $3.18, and it's now trading at 54 cents. But what I found really fascinating about this is you can filter here by the order size, and it was surprising at just how many orders were coming in and to see it. So when it first opened up, I mean, I'm scrolling pretty aggressively here. Look at all these orders. So right now I'm filtering by greater than 100,000, and look at all these buys. So these are all the insiders 10 days ago. So this is by date. So these are the first orders. People putting in 250,000, 400,000, 439,000. So that's where you get this. You see.
So what you could do theoretically is just follow these wallets and look at what they buy and buy when they buy.
The buying pressure. But what also happens is when you're looking at the chart, it shows a lot of volume. And so when people are thinking, should I buy this? Is this actually a real thing? Is it going to get traded? When you see all of this early buy pressure, all these 250,000 orders, $400,000, $500,000, here's a 1.5 million, 1 million,
Nice.
500,000. When you see these millions of dollars coming in, it has to shoot the price higher because you don't yet have the sellers, and it also shows that there's millions of dollars being pumped into the market. So if you oh my gosh, this is like a thing I can't miss, so I have to buy in. It's all just a game to extract money away from the idiots who invest in this stuff. Really, really dumb, or the dumb traders who are late. But at some point, someone is exit liquidity. I'm kind of scrolling fast here. But here you go. Here's all the sell orders. So here's probably all, not even a day later. Now you have sell orders of multiple hundreds of thousands
Nah, dude, same day.
of dollars. And it's been quite...
He told you in the Instagram, dude, 10 minutes, 160K, 10 minutes.
It's been 6 days since a big transaction has gone through. But ironically enough, all of the orders now, there's actually orders 12 seconds ago. People are still buying this. People still believing in it. Yeezy, where are you at? You need to tweet this. Line goes up, or where is it? There was a whole thing. It was like, Devs, where are you at? Devs, do something. We need the line to go up, but people are still buying. I have to include this part, which I find hilarious. Andrew Tate found a way into the news on this story. He opened a 3x short on Yeezy at 85 cents. Good trade, Andrew Tate. Now sitting on a profit of 16 grand. Well, it's trading at 54 cents, so he would have set the sell order somewhere in here, a leveraged short. Good job, Andrew Tate. However,
Not
so
bad.
far he's made 80 trades on Hyperliquid. Only 29 were profitable, of a win rate of 36%, with total losses of almost 700,000. Now,
Jesus.
if you don't know the guy, I obviously don't know him personally, but one can assume this is just play money for him. But it's funny seeing how much people loot. Like $700,000 is so much money, but he just loses it because he has it, and it's probably just his degen money instead of going to the casino. Maybe he's too famous to sit at the craps table. He goes on Hyperliquid and trades meme coins. Some of you guys are probably wondering, like, why the hell do these people not go to jail? Why is Kanye West not going to jail? I see y'all's comments. Why are these people not going to jail? Well, I created a little chart for you for scam and not a scam. And I'm not saying I'm like the end all be all, because I know some of you guys use the word scam pretty loosely. Scam is essentially where something is promised and then not delivered on.
Break it down.
So yeah, CryptoZoo is the A+ example of this, as well as the Nelk Boys, where there were a lot of promises. Hey, I'm going to create this project. No matter how dumb it is, no matter what you guys' personal belief, value, judgment, doesn't matter. There was promises of a project, and I'm going to deliver this thing to you if you invest in the NFT. When that is not delivered upon, that is a scam. That's fraud. That is, it leaves you open to courts, the courts, through the legal system, and losing lawsuits. This guy down here, this is another example of a crypto scam. I think his name was Malone. $230 million. He basically stole money. That's not
Nice.
cool. But the thing is, this actually isn't a scam, even though I'm kind of using it in the title to get your attention and possibly get you to click on this video. However, it is not actually a scam. These meme coins
worked.
aren't scams. So I put Trump down there, the Hawk Tuah. These stories weren't really interesting to me because they're actually not scams. The thing with meme coins is it's just traders. So I think a lot of you guys seem to think that, I see YouTubers make videos on this. They're like, oh my God, how did Trump scam people with the Trump meme coin? It's not a scam. It's not a scam.
Yeah, dude, because here's the thing. Like, if you go on pump.fun, like, it's all, like, meme coins. That's kind of where a whole bunch of them start, probably all of them. And if they get enough traction on there, they get moved up into the next level of whatever the meme coin goes to. And then it could fail there or, graduate into something bigger. And some meme coins have made it their way onto, like, Coinbase and legitimate trading platforms because it got enough traction behind it, enough people put money into it. All that good shit. So when it's one of those things where anyone could start it, like it like Kanye for sure, Trump for sure did not go on Pump.Fun and start this meme coin and then start tweeting it themselves. This is like a group of other people that are doing this and just kind of hiring them as like the face of it. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, it's a group of people, so it's not like you or I could just go on there, post a graphic and a meme coin and say what it's for and all this and make a ton of money. That's not really how it works, but the way they do it with their whole system, they got a bunch of people that they probably know in person who are ready to pump these coins, ready to buy and know when to sell at the right time. And then they have enough money to pay these celebrities to just promote a wallet, you know what I mean? And yeah, buy this shit,
All these people are degenerate traders. Instead of going to the casinos, I live here in Las Vegas. Instead of going to the casinos down on the strip and gambling, they're gambling digitally. These are digital assets. I don't place any value on them. I don't participate in this arena. I imagine most of my audience doesn't participate in this arena. However, I'm just trying to teach you that meme coins are just a trading arena. And so you go, oh, they're useless. Well, they're actually not useless. It's a digital token, no matter how dumb you think they are, whatever. It's valued right now at 54 cents. That's what the market is saying it's worth. There are currently buy orders at 54 cents. So the market is saying it's worth. This is a digital token. When you buy into this, even if you're going to lose 99%, you're still delivering, you're given a token. And so there is no, by definition, it's not a scam. So why isn't Kanye West going to prison? Well,
yeah, it doesn't,
It's because he's not. Why isn't Trump going to prison? It's because these aren't scams. They're just coming out with a meme coin. Now, it's dumb. It's capital allocation. You want to, either side, however you want to justify it.
Sure.
It is a way to trade and possibly make money, insider information. The only one thing that you can bring up is this a rug pull? That's where it gets kind of interesting. I don't think there's any legislation on it, which is also very much matters here. Because if there were legislation where something about insider trading, if insiders created this token with hopes and dreams and there's promises of things down the road, and sure, it's just a meme coin, but then the insiders trade within 6 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever time frame the law allows, then that could lead to possible legislation against or possible litigation against them for fraud. I'm not saying one thing is right or wrong. I'm just saying
It's also like I don't feel like that many like normal, well-adjusted people are doing this kind of are involved in buying meme coins. Like I don't know, bro. Maybe with like Hawk Tua and shit, but I don't feel like Kanye West fans who have followed him since college dropout are like all of a sudden buying his meme coin. I don't think that's
to the law. This is not a scam. I don't necessarily like it. I don't think it's cool. I wouldn't ever really want to participate. I certainly would never want to come up with my own meme coin. And I think it's very, very dirty to do what they do, which is these little shitheads are giving money to celebrities, $2 million, because they know collectively they just need a Kanye West tweet and they can make millions of dollars overnight with this stupid meme coin. And you're essentially just dumping on his fans. Call them idiots, call them whatever you want, but I don't think it's cool. But that's what it is right now. And so I've actually found the Senate Bill S359, Kevin Thomas, Democrat, I think it's state of New York, establishes certain offenses relating to crypto fraud. You don't need to read the whole thing. I found something for you. It's line 13. So they're defining what a rug pull is, because I don't think crypto community, there is no rug pull definition. I don't think. And that's why none of these people go to these features. Grandma signing up. This isn't someone randomly calling your mom at home and using AI to get her to sign up for some insurance that doesn't exist. By definition, that's a scam.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like if you got to go through a lot to buy a meme coin. You got to buy the Bitcoin, then transfer the Bitcoin into some other shit, and then
this is a stupid degenerate activity. Yeah. The crypto casino opens up for these traders and they walk right on in and put their money on the table. Sometimes they turn $1,000 into $1 million. Sometimes they lose it all. And that's the crypto casino for you. But anyway, hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you love the kind of new gliding and casino and the casino.
Yeah, man, if you're losing money in meme coins, good.